Consider figures such as Donald Trump, whose public statements have often been criticized for containing contradictions, reversals, or ambiguities. Whatever the explanation, the result is often the same: uncertainty, a growing difficulty in distinguishing between signal and noise, consistency and improvisation, clarity and contradiction. And this phenomenon is not limited to any single individual. It appears across politics, media, institutions, governments, and public discourse. When contradictory messages become common, interpretation itself becomes the battleground. And when interpretation becomes the battleground, perception becomes power. Consider the questions many people ask today. What happened in Afghanistan? What happened in Iraq? What is happening in Ukraine? What happened in Iran? Why do major events often seem easier to experience than to explain? Why does reality itself increasingly feel contested? For thousands of years, human beings relied on a compass, not merely a compass of metal and magnetism, but a compass of meaning, a sense of direction, a sense of what is true, a sense of what is beautiful, a sense of what is worth protecting. What happens when the compass begins to fail? What happens when confusion becomes permanent? What happens when uncertainty becomes the environment itself? This series is not an attempt to tell you what to think, nor is it an attempt to provide simple answers into psychology and power, into manipulation and war, into narratives, uncertainty, and the forces that shape our understanding of reality. Because perhaps the defining conflict of the 21st century is not a war over territory alone, but a war over humanity's ability to make sense of reality itself. The Cold War may have ended, but the struggle for influence never disappeared. It evolved, the battlefield moved, and many of us never noticed. This is war on perception,